There's so many videos that I had to redo. Alright, today we will be talking about this great book, Pam Grout. I have the fortune of and Bliss that I have interviewed this amazing author. Her name is Pam Grout. She was on the New York Times bestseller list for 20 weeks. Now, I wish I had read this book in 2013. This was when it was made, right? Now, any of you who are into law of attraction, personal development, subscribe. Why should you subscribe? I will not tell you why, but I want to tell you that this channel, these content, is about making you aware of the thing that you aren't aware of, that so many of us aren't being able to succeed in the direction of we want to go. So success, as I view it, is whatever your definition of success. So many of us are confused by the definition of society rules and way of thinking things, right? Like, people project how success is onto you, therefore they think that you should do it this way instead of your own way. Now, the whole 2013 stuff like that. So if you want to see the interview, I'll probably leave the link in the description below. Now, when it comes to this book, 2013, at 2012, so many of us still in the denial or delusion about the end of the world. They said that the end of the world was gonna happen, and nothing happened. We're still here. So what does actually happen? So in 2012 and 2013 was the rise of consciousness, or spiritual. People are being aware with the relationship with themselves, meaning that they understand the context and they understand that the whole system of society, because these are rules of society. These are the understanding that society, right, as a whole, society is a rule based upon opinions. Everybody has opinion, right? Everybody has opinions on things, but which they don't know about. So here's the thing. I don't want you to regurgitate or remember facts. What this video is about is applying, and this video is about simple understanding, because I think people make it too complicated. That's why in the law of attraction community, and the spiritual community, and the personal development community, is that they're having trouble to get the result that they want. People don't truly understand about these things. So let's talk about this for a minute. So in your life, so we're going to be talking about the simple things, not complicated things. Of course, we can talk about, I'm not an expert on quantum physics, okay? So I'm not going to talk about that. What I'm going to talk about is this. If you want to get the result that you want in your life, you must understand something, and that you have to make aware. Now, if you're new into the law of attraction, subscribe to this channel. If you are not new to the law of attraction, should still subscribe to this channel. Now, for those who are new, I will be talking about law of attraction in a way that you understand. Now, for those who are already know about the law of attraction, it's not about what you know. So, in essence, a lot of people read books like Think and Grow Rich, Law of Attraction, E Squared, and Law of Attraction, right? So what they do is they read it. So in essence, what they're doing is, in a sense, they see a pretty cover like this, and they're getting intellectual masturbation, or intellectual sex, or brain sex, because in essence your brain releases dopamine, make you feel good, in essence, because your brain like new things, it like novelty. That's why when you learn new things, it releases a ton of dopamine and make you feel good. So this channel, it's about making you feel good, but it's about, in essence, applying the thing that you know inside these books. Now, there's things if you want your life to change, you have to change it. No one else is going to do that for you. If you want your life to change, stop wasting time on Facebook. Most people who waste their time on Facebook always moan and groan, about their life not working, because they always say, "Oh, when will my time will come?" You don't wait your time for it to come. You make the circumstances the way you want it to. If you cannot find it, you make it. Okay, so here's the thing. So 2012 was the rise, right, of spiritual awareness. So most people, in essence, most people view the life that we live, the reality that we live, they see themselves as separate, right? As separate of this whole universe. But in essence, we are part of nature. We are made of atoms, the same as this wall right here, which is vibrating at a certain frequency. We are vibrating at a certain frequency. We are vibrational beings, which we are made of energy that we cannot see, but we have an aura around us, right? So thought, in essence, is a vibration. It's a vibration. It's a information, a message through the medium. Like you're sending a message through the universe. So here's the thing that tripped me up. So when you want to understand these type of stuff, so what you must do is the first step is to be able to understand its simplicity and to test it out. So if you want to see if it's working in your life, you have to test it. And most people don't give it enough time to test it. They don't observe, they don't. So she give you the whole formula. She said, that thoughts send signal to the energy field and affects its resonance. Perhaps you think it's only appropriate to ask for something you need. That signal, too, is being radioed to the energy field. To do this experiment properly, you have to set aside skepticism. Not forever, just 48 hours, short hours. All you have to do is spend 2 measly days expecting to see proof. Expect to see the dude in living color. Expect it with your whole heart. Expect it with every ounce of your soul. Like any good hypothesis, this one is possible. If you don't hear from the FP in 48 hours, feel free to write it off. 1. Pick off a time to start the experiment. Now usually work for me. Work for her. Jot down the time and the date. Ask the FP to make a present known. Ask for his blessing. If you like, repeat the intention or approach listed on the following lab report sheet, or make up your own. That's it. Let's go and observe. Now, for me, I don't need 48 hours to. You may have, but I don't need 48 hours to. Now, I'm not disregarding her method, because I'm already not advanced, but I already know it's already in my awareness. It's already within me. So, for those who are new into the law of attraction, what is the law of attraction? Well, they say that whatever you think, they say thoughts are things. Whatever you think, you will manifest. Or your thoughts, whatever you focus on, you attract. Or you feel good. When you tend to feel good, you attract good things. When you get negative result, when you send negative energy, negative energy, negative energy, you attract negative results. Or likes attract likes or stuff like that. So what I understand is this, that everything that I look around is my eyes. What my eyes see is this. I see a physical object. I don't see no energy vibrating at a certain frequency. I don't see waves coming out of my eyes. Not coming waves. No, I'm not Superman. But I'm saying I'm not seeing like energy coming out from objects. But however, in essence, we are vibrating, because the whole universe is vibrating. And that's the whole law to it. These principles. See, here's the thing that people get tripped up. So there's a whole new level of understanding about the law of attraction, right? So people know it, but you have to be emerged not into just the spiritual realm and not just the law of attraction realm, but in essence the physical realm. Because we get sidetracked a lot in the spiritual realm, but you're living in the physical world where you have to do physical stuff. So most people who complain. So this is the video too for those who are complaining and moaning. So why are you complaining and moaning when you understand the subject? You say, "Oh, it's not working." Oh, here's the thing: when adults become adults, they stop believing things that are possible. So it's like it's a condition of a virus. It's a virus between mind. People have opinions, right? Opinions which affect everybody. Opinions are contagious because one opinion will lead to another opinion which affect this. So basically, opinions are ideas, right? Let's put it this way. Opinions are ideas which in turn become a belief, which in turn affect your energy field, which affect what you attract, right? So if you are vibrating at a certain level, you attract a certain type of person in your life, right? We're always attracting into our life, however we want, good or bad. So when it comes to experiment number 1, the dude abide principle, you have to test these ideas if it work or not, you know? And you say, "So, how do you have any example, or did you manifest your stuff?" So when people come to the law of attraction, what they come here for is be able to track what they want. So here's the thing. I will tell you not what you want to hear, but what you don't want to hear. Because it's better to tell you the truth. You know, I was reading a quote. First, the truth will piss you off. And then you accept the truth and you start to live the truth. Because most of the truth that we live in are a bunch of BS, bullcrap that they fed you when you were a kid and when you were in school. So here's the thing. If school was effective, so why are you watching this video, right? So you're watching this video is not because so you can attract things. Yeah, that's maybe because of it, but it's because of developing your awareness. It's developing and changing the result. See, that's why I have a problem and issue with school. So I always have a problem with school because, you know, school was never I had a bad experience with school, and that, you know, I was in special education. Now, if they want to teach the information effectively, you know, teaching is great, listening is great, but if they said, you know, you must go to school to become successful, but there's the thing though. What if you should go to school to change the result to make you to become successful, right? So many of us, so many adults, probably my peers, my old classmate, my peers still not aware. Some are, some aren't. Most of them aren't, right? So here's the thing. When you're made aware of something, then you can change it. Because if you're not aware of your behavior or the thing that, because there are called habits, you know. I wish school taught you about habits and how the human brain works, but they never talk about that. They always say, you know, regurgitate facts and figures and feed you spoonful of it. That's what I have wrong with that. So what's my experience with the law of attraction? Well, when I became aware that there is a power within me that I can influence the circumstances to attract good things to me. So I hear Les Brown once before, he used to say, good things are happening to me. So I say that into my mind a lot, and good things are happening. Now, so her experiments at 48 hours, it can happen 48 hours, it could happen 24 hours, it could happen really quick if you like want to manifest small stuff. But if you want to manifest bigger stuff, it takes a little bit longer, but people are impatient these days. So for me, if I want to manifest stuff, I want to be able, so usually in the morning what you should do is you should program your mind, or as my friend best-selling author Michael Losier, the best-selling author of The Law of Attraction, right? He said you have to reset your vibe. So you can do that. When you reset your vibe, you attract different feel. When you go out to the world, to your own thing, you attract good things to you, you know? So that's happened right away. So I remember, so what's the story? For me, it may not happen to everyone, but for me, it's I seen it with my own eyes. So when I was in college, I remember I was going home from college on the bus, and I was riding on the bus. I was gonna go to all the way to the bus station. I want to take the long route, but then I felt in my gut, or I can feel it. That it's because I want to see if law of attraction work, and I want to manifest the bus right away. So I was like, I hear it, and I got off the bus stop, and I went to the bus stop right there. And what happened was the bus came right away. Now it's a little spooky, but that's how I see it. So here's the thing: so what's causing you not to be able to attract the thing that you want? Well, fear. You tell a story in your mind that you can't have it, and you say it's impossible, and it's possible. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. It's not going to happen to me. Good thing's not going to happen to me. So therefore, it's not that you won't attract it. It's that you tend not to attract it, or you tend not to, because the fear is a way of thinking, because your brain doesn't protect you from danger. It's not there to make you successful. So you have to overcome the story in your head. Now, because people in the law of attraction community don't talk about the fear that plays into people. They procrastinate. They don't do things. They don't have significant amount of information that they should need. Now, it's great to read books like this. I'm not dividing that. These are great books. But I believe that there are more important things to understand just the law of attraction alone. So, so let me see. So I have three things going on here. This one I'll talk later. This is just a quote, and these are the things I'm going to be talking to in the book. So let's start with this. So let's start with the vote whacking, right? Your impact the field and draw it from according to your belief and expectation. So let's talk about belief for a second. So in essence, I believe is nothing but more a fixed, habitual way of thinking, right? It is other people, ideas, and habits into your subconscious mind when you were little. Like, if you think about it, if the language that you speak, right, or whatever you're speaking, why did you speak that language? If you were born in China, you will probably speak Chinese. But if you were born in America, you will speak American. But if that American or went to China, they probably speak Chinese. So what is it? It's the fixed idea that you have. So let's put it out there. Ideas and opinions. So people say, I love the quotes from Les Brown. What was it? Other people's opinions of you does not have to become reality. But when you were little, it actually take effect to a level, because whoever your family is, whatever, it affect how you behave. It affect how you treat others. It affect how you treat yourself and towards the world. People say perception is reality. However, people do not understand about reality. Reality is one of many. I'm not talking about, the multiverse, though I would like to travel, the multiverse. That would be cool to see myself, or to see like superpower or supernatural. I don't know, I have like fantasies, okay? Just leave me alone. Anyway, so reality is inside your head. Like, you create your own reality by interpreting how things are. So when people inject you with information that's inaccurate or it's not true, what happened is that information, which is a lie or opinion, which you repeat it over and over, become a belief, which become true. When it become true, it's become a part of you. It become a part of way of you living. And when you think like that, you believe that, what happened is you act like that. It's become it's the result that you get. Which if you want to get another result, you have to change the way you think things. The way you have to adjust. You have to, when let's say you come across with new information like this one, you take that information and you don't just kick it out and say that doesn't work because my belief is better than yours. That's confirmation bias. You know, confirmation bias is this, that you tend to seek existing belief system the same as yours. So you like kick out the ideas that not really inside your belief system because it's unfamiliar, you don't know it. What you shouldn't do is discard it. You should actually go research, because most people don't do that. So when it comes to that, when an idea comes to you and say, hey, maybe it does work, and you try it out, you try and you play around. So because if you have a limiting belief system, which most people have, even in personal development, is this: they see the world as if things aren't happening for them. So they basically say that to themselves. They believe it, like really believe it, and then they say, "See, that doesn't work." It's because, for me, I play in my mind is, it may not happen today, but it will happen. It's already happening. So it's, I'm waiting for that moment in time that I know that it's gonna happen, because I changed the word in my mind, just the word already. It will happen. Oh, it's probably someday it will happen. I'll say no, it will happen, and I'm gonna make it happen. So that's the thing that most people don't get. It's about changing your ideas and belief. It's not easy to change these ideas and belief because it's been imprinted you for years before you ever started to read these books. It's been inundated for years, man. It's decades upon decades. Like, it's already imprinted into your subconscious mind. That's why society think like that. As a whole, it's a rule of way of thinking. But the thing is, society is about conformity, meaning you gotta fit in. So if you stick out like an eyesore, you become a target for someone, because you don't believe in the thing that they believe anymore. They start attacking you. But hey, this is America, right? You get to believe whatever you want. But anyway, it's this. Like, I don't understand. Well, it's another thing about. So my point is, don't just read about the law of attraction. Don't just read Think and Grow Rich, and these are amazing books, but there are also amazing books that we see. The thing is, I don't think the law of attraction community talk enough about people, right? So whatever you want in life is have to be done through people. So the law of attraction community never talk about that we have to understand people. Well, actually, Bob Proctor talk about this. Bob Proctor talk about people and understanding people. Law of attraction alone is not enough. We have to understand people, okay? Like, you have to understand that people, I already know this, so people are interested in themselves. People like to talk about themselves. Use that as understanding. Talk about what they are talking about. Like, find the subject and relate to them, and try to find something that you can relate. Because that's the book on how to win friends and influence people. People don't understand that, I want you to read this if you're in the law of attraction community. Like, not just the law of attraction, just read this, because I already know the law of attraction. And if you're new to the law of attraction, whatever your attention goes, it flows, and you attract into your life the people, the ideas, and the circumstances that you want. So that's the experiment too. That's the Volkswagen Jetta principle, right? And then I like this. What is it? It's called the RAS, right? Tony Robbins talk about this too. And also, don't just listen to this video, or if you're taking notes. But if you listen to this video, I want you to inspire to take action, or at least motivate you to take action on these ideas, because it's good enough to watch it, but you already did that in school. You sit there and you pass it, and you learn. But if you want to actually remember it, you take action. So the RAS, reticular activating system, is this. She said at the base of the brain stem, up at the side of the gumdrop, is a group of cells whose job is to sort and evaluate incoming information. This control center known as the reticular activating system. The RAS has the job of sending what it thinks is urgent to activate part of the brain and to steer the non-urgent stuff to the back. But as it's organizing, it's also busy interpreting, drawing in reference, and filtering out anything that doesn't jive with what we believe. That's the same thing as confirmation bias. In other words, we rehearse ahead of time the world we want to see. Too bad we all picked up the wrong script. The simple 48-hour experiment proved that what you see in life is none other than what you look for. It's also proved that it's possible to find anything you look for, and most important, it will prove that by changing what you look for, you can radically change what you show up in your world. So I have many stories that I will tell you about the experiment. The whole law of attraction thing. But I want to pattern in your head is this: when you, instead of saying, in order for this to happen, this must show itself to me. But what you must say is this: it's already happened, that it's going to happen, that I'm going to make this happen. So what happened is you also believe it, you affirm it, blah, 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 and you take action, right? So that's and awareness. So let's talk about awareness and high and low goals and unrealistic and realistic, right? So when we talk about low goals are like, they're easy things to do, the manageable things to do. That's your immediate goals, the short-term goals where you need to get things done. While the high goal is like a vision for what's possible for your life. A lot of people come at me sometimes. No, there are actually, so I did a rant in how David Yost set his goals, the Blue Power Ranger, original Blue Power Ranger, because I asked him how he set his goals. He don't really set goals, but he believed that, because a lot of such people that I asked, from Brown Park to Brown Tracy, they reply back, and from what happened is this: a lot of people, successful people, have different opinions how they set their goals. I just want to know how people set their goals, successful people and celebrities. But I get sometimes people tweet at me about people. So there are small chunk of people who say high goals, right? About the authors, while the other people say, oh, you gotta set small goals and small step. It's how you achieve big things. But however, most successful. So the thing is, the high goal is where you made aware of the thing that you didn't know before. The low goal is you already know how to do it. It's just that you're afraid to do the bigger goal. The awareness in the higher goal is this. Let's say you make the mistake. Let's say you so the logo. Let's say logo, right? Logo, you're not making a mistake. You already know how to do it. But it's boring. For me, it's boring. And you already know how to do it. It's no fun. But for the high goal is awareness. It's about growing. It's about potential. It's about pulling something out of you that you never had before. So the high goal is about, let's say you set a high goal and you want to reach this. So what happened is you hit an obstacle and you make a mistake. What happened? You learn from it and you adjust, and then you keep going to the high until you reach it, right? So not many people understand that, right? So and you ask me, what is a high goal? Well, for me, a high goal was when I was trying to interview my friend, best-selling author of The Law of Attraction. I'm probably going to do a book review on this, but when I want to interview him, I told him I want to interview him, but what happened is, it was a goal, and I wrote it down, and it was in front of me. And what happened was, I was so scared, I don't know how to do it. I never interviewed anybody, but it was what I wanted. So I go talk to him, and I did interview, but it wasn't an interview. It was a mistake. I thought it was an interview, but I got it wrong. So what happened is I failed and I make a mistake, and it was horrible, and I looked stupid for me. And what happened is, I'm telling you the truth, because in the law of attraction community, they're not going to tell you that you're going to fail and make a mistake. You are going to fail and make a mistake, but it's the fun in finding out how you can achieve that goal. So for me, so I said it and I'll do it again, and I interview people from my friend Wayne Bloodgood, from Tiffany Haman, and from my friend Frederick, and I interview, and then after that I got an interview with and then, but you know, Michael Losier was kind enough to guide me and help me. You know, it was amazing. I never knew that I get to be friend with Michael Losier. It was the law of attraction. You know, it was unexpected. It was surprisingly amazing. But I get to tell a different story than I used to. You know, but that's a high goal for me. Now I'm setting another high goal, but I won't tell you until I achieve it. Then I'll tell you the story and how the mistake happened, because I'm going to fail. Though sometimes it's not fun to fail, but I fail because I know that if I keep failing, that I'll succeed my way up. Because nobody tell about the failure, they only tell about the success, right? So here's the thing, unrealistic and realistic. Well, realistic is, I guess a lot of people have realistic goals. That's fine if you're into realistic goals. But unrealistic for me is a vision. Like, you can have short-term goals and long, like Robert Kiyosaki, he replied to me. He said his wife Kim and him set like short-term and long-term goal. I think at the end of the year or something like that. But unrealistic goals is a vision. You know, a lot of big company or Elon Musk, you know, they have a vision. You know, I think Jeff Bezos has a vision. They're always high, and I think I listened to his video that there's always higher. So yeah, that's it for belief. Well, that's it for the. So let's do experiment 4, because I'm skipping experiment 4, abracadabra principle. Let's do that. So let's do it. Whatever you focus on, expand, right? Let me see. So let's talk about what's this about. The mind is very powerful. Okay. Engaging. Yeah, I'm trying to look for it, okay? So I'm trying to okay. In this experiment, using nothing but the power of your thoughts, you will magnetize something into your life. You will set an intention to draw a particular event or thing into your life. Be specific down to the exact make and model. Since you're only got 40 hours, it's probably best to pick something that won't drive your thoughts back. That's why it's important to be specific and realize too that. So I guess abracadabra is about manifesting, right? No, sorry, Pam Grout. But so, oh, you know what's funny? Let's put. I manifest in an interview with her, but at first I didn't. I thought, because I sent her a message, and here's the thing. I thought that, you know, oh, I forgot to tell people, man. This is crazy, man. So here's the thing. I'm gonna write big words so you can understand. Alright, so what is this? Rejection, right? Because I thought when I send a message to her, I thought I was rejected. But it turned out she sent a message back to me, and she said, and then I read her message, she said, yeah, she'll do the interview with me. And it was like at that day when I sent the message, it was amazing. You know, I got it read back, and I'm so grateful for her. But rejection, so let's talk about this. And then we will talk about the experiment, the abracadabra experiment. The rejection is this. In going for after your dreams or a bigger goal of whatever you want to achieve, if you're trying to get someone to believe in you and support you, you're going to have rejection. At first, I hated it. You know, most of my friends don't like what I'm doing and what I'm saying because it doesn't resonate with them, because their belief system. I'm not here to tell what they should believe, but if they want to change the life, they have to change the way how they think things are, because most of their belief system is other people's opinion, what they think. They never actually, you know, people are too lazy to own information. For me, that's why I know a little bit some things about people, because I research this, I read, I'm eclectic, I'm like observing information, what's it? I'm like letting information flow and using it. So here's the thing. Rejection isn't about them rejecting you, it's about you rejecting you. Boom. What's that mean? Meaning that when it comes to rejection, like let's say a person say no to you, what happened is, let's say they say no, and you say, oh man, that person, I hate that person, or then they don't want to, my dreams. No, you're rejecting you, because if you had the low self-esteem and you didn't believe it, you would have believed that it's gonna happen and you're gonna get that appointment, right? That it's gonna happen. But what happened is we're so afraid of rejection. We've been conditioned to be afraid of that. We shouldn't. So let's talk about this for a second, since we're talking about law of attraction. Since I'll be getting psychology. I think that when we're dealing with law of attraction, it's still the mind. Psychology is, if you take out psycho, get psyche, it's mean Greek for soul or mind. So if you pick up any book on psychology, it'll be great, because I'm not a psychologist, but if we want to understand, because the thing is, the thing that we want has to go through people, so we have to understand to communicate our ideas to people. And hold on, I need to get something. So communication is important, and to be able to project or to be able to ask for something without feeling the need for. I used to feel like that, uncomfortable of asking. Now, since I'm so used to of asking now, I ask question, I ask anything, I'll ask, but in turn you have to in return reciprocate, meaning you have to give back to the person sometimes too, not always take. So in the law of attraction community, they never talk about these stuff, right? The Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone. Now I'm not a salesman, but I am selling my ideas to you. I know you may not like the word selling, but think about this. You are selling in essence to your family an idea or a dream, to your family, to your friends, your peers, or people. So what happened is, in order to not just feel good. So let's talk about the law of attraction for a second. It's not about just writing your goals down and visualize and do a vision board and sit it to the subconscious mind and wait for the manifestation to appear. It's about understanding I got this off of Brian Tracy. Brian Tracy, I love him, man. Because he tell like how it is. He doesn't tell you the whole sugarcoat stuff that people want to hear. It's a selling. It's a pyramid, so I won't get through that stuff like that. But in order to track the dream of your life, is you have to follow up. Follow up with anything, people, your dreams. All you do is follow up. Follow up means you're taking action. You keep consistently taking action and be persistent. Just like, because I have to read a chapter in Thinking You're Rich, persistent. It's about, keep on going, even if, it's about understanding that if you want to communicate your dreams and your goals, it's not just about those things, but it's about communicating you, right? It's about, you're selling you, you're marketing yourself. We don't talk about that stuff, but which we should. I don't know why we don't. So, remember, follow up your dreams. I remember when I did the interview with Pam Grout, she was saying that I believe that people should go after what they I was asking what success looked like to her, and she's like, no, it's good that she pointed out that people should go follow their beats, meaning their heart. Or Joseph Campbell said that to follow your bliss. Now she said that's, I remember the couple first minutes of interviewing her, amazing woman. She said there's one of many a possibility that can happen. She was talking about the possibility of attracting different circumstances, right? So when it comes to dreams and goals like that, most people don't have goals. because they don't believe that's gonna happen. For the love of God, well, sometimes when I feel hurt that my friends don't believe in my goals, I feel hurt because they say they should support me, but they say they'll support me. I love my other friend he always support me. That's a good friend. And for me, I want to hang around with who support my dream and I support theirs. That's what you should do. So I guess I already got that down. So let's talk about this quote right here. Our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we all might win by fearing to attempt. What's that mean? William Shakespeare. I had to read that so many times until I started. It took me like 2 or 3 years to understand this thing, right? Our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we ought to might win by fearing to attempt. So, meaning your doubts, whatever your doubts are, it's a traitor to your dreams, to your family, to your goals, and your success in life. Why? Because it's making you lose the good that you should have win. Because when you let doubt into your mind that you're not going to be able to do this, meaning that it won't happen. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. It becomes a belief, right? The wagon Jetta principle, meaning that it will become part of you, and therefore you're projecting out to the universe. So I think that's what I think I cover everything that the nuance of the law of attraction. So I want you to read. So I don't want you just to read law of attraction. However, they're really good. So I highly recommend this book, Follow Your Bliss by Bob Doyle, and Law of Attraction by my friend, best-selling author, Michael Losier, and of course, you already know, Pam Grout. If you want to check the interview out, it's in there. So I don't want you just to study Law of Attraction alone. I think that when you're dealing with people, you're like, people are everywhere, man. Or ladies. Everywhere you go, you have to deal with them. So school didn't teach you to be able to communicate. Open your mouth. Some people open their mouth is they don't know how to relate to people, to be able to persuade people to like them. You have to remember this. One simple fact is that law of attraction and psychology is the same. It's in the same thing because it's dealing with the mind, with people. Because perception, in order to change your life, you have to be able to change it. In order to change you, you have to change the perception that you have been growing up with, and you have to kick the old belief system that you have inside your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind is vibrating at that level. Because if you think about it, if your goal or dream is at this higher level, see, most people want to attract this instead of working on themselves. Working on yourself meaning personal development, meaning growing you, investing in you, believing in you. And when you start working and this becoming better, the best version of yourself, what happens is you're changing the frequency and you're changing your awareness. And when you change, your relationship with people changes, meaning you attract higher level of intelligence, if you will, and you attract like higher player, if you will, and bam, your life changes because of the interaction with them. Because we're in essence connected, you and I. As I'm speaking, even if I don't know where you are in the world, but we are as a whole are a family, a big family. I was reading, watching, Jet Li tweet, and he was like, we're one big family. We are. Sometimes we may not always agree on the thing that, because people have different beliefs and different realities and experiences that make who they are, right? So, I know this video is kind of long, but I'm trying to make you understand that no matter how hard it's get, even in the law of attraction community, there's always good into everything. A bad, as I was interviewing Michael Losier, the law of attraction, the best-selling author, and he was talking about reframing, and you gotta reframe the negative into a positive, because for every bad, there's a good. So, that's it for today. Subscribe to my channel, like my video, because I would do more of these, and I'll see you.